Hey, this is really weird video of Bill Gates being interviewed by PBS News's Judy Woodruff about his meetings and relationship with the late Jeffrey Epstein. And Bill Gates seems super nervous. And when asked if there's a lesson here, Bill Gates says, well, he's dead. I'm not a conspiracy guy. You guys all know that. I'm not making any claim about the circumstances of Jeffrey Epstein's death. I don't believe Bill Gates is involved in a pedophile ring, as some QAnon people like to say. This is just bizarre video of Bill Gates seeming so nervous and uncomfortable. It could just be because he knows that he had a relationship, at least a temporary one, with a guy who ended up being a really, really bad guy. And then when asked about the lesson, he says, well, he's dead. It's a crazy video. Let's take a look at it.
It was reported at that time that you had a number of meetings with Jeffrey Epstein, who, when you met him 10 years ago, he was convicted of soliciting prostitution from minors. What did you know about him when you were meeting with him, as you've said yourself, in the hopes of raising money?
I had dinners with him. I regret doing that. He had relationships with people he said, would give to global health, which is
Now, notice that Gates doesn't answer the question from Judy Woodruff, which is, what did you know about his run-ins with the law at the time of your meetings? Gates just says he claimed to know people that wanted to donate, but he's not actually answering what he knew about Epstein at the time.
Interest I have, not nearly enough philanthropy goes in that direction. Those meetings were a mistake. They didn't result in what he purported, and I cut them off. That goes back a long time ago now. So there's nothing new on that.
It was reported that you continued to meet with him over several years, and that, in other words, a number of meetings. What did you do when you found out about his background?
Well, and, I've said I regretted having those dinners, and there's absolutely nothing new on that.
Is there a lesson for you, for anyone else looking at this?
Well, he's dead, so, in general, you always have to be careful.
What does that mean? I mean, genuinely, what does that mean? Well, he's dead. What was the lesson to Bill Gates about the fact that he met with someone who either he knew had a background of soliciting minors for prostitution, and he still met with them, or he didn't know because he hadn't looked into it and his team did? Like, either way, there might be a lesson for Bill Gates, but Bill Gates is like, well, he's dead.
I'm very proud of what we've done in philanthropy, very proud of the work of the foundation. That's what I get up every day and focus on.
Yeah. So listen, you guys know me. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't think Bill Gates is involved in a child pedophile ring. I don't think Bill Gates is trying to track people with vaccines. I think if every billionaire behaved more like Bill Gates and less like, I don't know who, somebody else, I think we would be better off. We would be better off if that was the case. I think Bill Gates done a lot of great things, what he's been doing on sanitation in Africa, period. It's just a bizarre interview. And when asked, what lesson did you learn, saying, well, he's dead and you got to be careful. It's almost like what's he saying? What's he saying about Epstein or himself? I don't understand it. It's very strange. It's sort of delightfully uncomfortable in some strange way. I'd be curious to hear from you. What do you make of it? And I can't imagine Bill Gates looking or sounding any more uncomfortable. Some people are saying, well, Gates is just lying. I think it's obvious that he's not answering the questions being asked. I mean, the first question is, what did you know about Epstein's criminal past at the time you met with him? And Gates says, well, I met with him because he said he had donors for the things I'm working on. And then when asked about what, do you regret it? He said, well, it didn't lead to any donations. So it's almost like he's saying, had it led to donations, it would be fine despite the criminal past. It's all weird. I'm curious to hear from you what you make of it.